It's the culmination of 9 years of just backpacking in this canyon and trying to find the really good spots and everything that I've learned how to do in the canyon, places I want to see, and just kind of combine all the skill and technicality into one big giant adventure. And that's what we're trying to do here.
So there's something about the Grand Canyon that challenges the adventurer in each of us, and I love to put myself out there to see if I can do it.
I think that's what draws us to these types of hiking, is the unknowns. That's what gives us the adventure, to experience something for the first time, and that just is the main thing, I think, for me, that drives me to be out here, is to experience those unknowns and the exhilaration that you get in the day-to-day experiences.
This is my third spring in a row doing a trip with you into the Grand Canyon. It just keeps calling me back. Sometimes we go to the same area, but it's always different in the Grand Canyon. The colors, the clouds, the weather, just the highs and the lows, the unknowns, where you're going to camp and the views you're going to have.
Today has been one hell of an epic day. I mean, there's a lot of people that would turn away from this type of hiking, but man, what we are rewarded with, I mean these clouds that just hug these caverns in here along the red wall are just unbelievable. All right, we got in. Here we go. I cannot say enough about coming out of Ruby and looking east toward the rest of the gems today. That was awesome, with the sun backlighting them. That's just one of those moments right there that confirms why you hike. This is why you camp on a point in the Grand Canyon. It doesn't get any better. Jeez.
This is probably one of the most ambitious Grand Canyon treks I've ever attempted.
Welcome to my home for the next 10 nights. Come join us for the journey.
Coming around on these points is just magical when you come out of each of these canyons. And on days like today, where the clouds are really making it a lot more dramatic, it's a special thing.
first water crossing.
Most people would think of hiking in the rain, camping in the rain as really being horrible, but it's been a challenge that's been very enjoyable, to be honest with you. The beauty that we've seen by being down here in this weather is remarkable.
You can see all the scrapes and cuts that I've gotten along this trip. The terrain, it gets pretty tough. It's very hard to negotiate. You got boulders and a lot of route finding, ups and downs out of the little side canyons, and it gets tough at times, physically and mentally. This thing's desperately trying to keep me in and not let me and Randy up and over the saddle. This is the hardest day by far. Terrain-wise, just all this bushwhacking is just constant. We're moving no more than a quarter mile an hour. Supposed to get up on top of this here, climb up here, get up there, and skirt our way across, right up across and up to the top of it. Just can't tell how big the ledge is up there to do it. That's the problem. And being up that high is pretty freaking gnarly. Alright, we scurried up close to the cliff band here that we needed to get across to get on top of the dry fall right there. But I mean, right in this section here, it just looks like a no-go. It's just, it's impossible. It looks impossible. I mean, one wrong step or slip, you're dead. Done. And we're kind of making the decision to just throw in the towel because, you know, we're both married. We both have kids that we want to go home to, and it ain't worth it. According to the weather on my inReach, it's supposed to pretty much be raining for the rest of the trip all the way till we get out of here. So keep our fingers crossed that our gear holds up and nothing gets wet.
My sleeping bag was pretty wet. I would say a lot more than damp for sure. So the dry bags that I have aren't working. I'm gonna go back to my tried and true method tomorrow and for the rest of this trip, which is to use a trash bag.
Yeah, just to clarify things too for you guys, when it says waterproof, it isn't 100% waterproof.
Nothing is 100% waterproof.
All right, good morning. It is raining again. It started about 2:30 last night and has not stopped. From the weather forecast, I think we're pretty much going to be hiking all day in rain. So
it's a bit concerning. We still got a couple miles to go. It's about 4 o'clock. Temperatures dropped about 5 degrees in the last hour. It's just a solid, constant rain all day. We've been in it since we got out of our tents this morning. It has not stopped. I can't wait to see my family. I miss them. Just a tough day. It was one of the longest, coldest, wettest hiking days I've ever had. My upper body's starting to get damp My feet are soaked, and it's starting to get real.
Yesterday was the worst day hiking I've ever had, as far as this close to being hypothermic.
Man, what a miserable day. I don't even know where to start. I mean, there's a beauty with it, but it comes at a price. I mean, to see the Grand Canyon today the way we saw it, you definitely have to pay the price and get soaked. I mean, the clouds against the red wall cliffs were just majestic. I mean, almost like something out of Lord of the Rings or something. It's just so beautiful.
Throughout it all, we saw some beautiful scenery that you would only have seen if you had been down in there during those times. Great camaraderie with my hiking buddy John. I'll fucking go anywhere with you.
I feel really lucky that I am able, physically and mentally, to tackle this kind of aggressive itinerary that we have in front of us, and to do it with you just means that much more.
And when the trip is all done, the camaraderie to know that you did it with, you know, one of your best buddies, and you got that for the rest of your life that you can look back upon. I thrive for moments like that.
Had the time of my life, brother.
Yeah, we're fortunate to be able to do this together, man.
We are. Until next time, Grand Canyon.